Let's talk snakes. At this time, there is an email going around that is titled, "Major Snake Infestation Expected in Texas This Month." This email has so many statements in it that are wrong. They do not make sense. Nowhere is estivation brought up. When talking about the types of venomous snakes, they talk about 3, not 4. There are 4 types of venomous snakes in Texas: the rattlesnake, the cottonmouth, the copperhead, and the coral snake. The coral snake being the only one that is not a pit viper. He left out the copperhead and said that a cottonmouth, which is also called water moccasin, he said literally in this article that the cottonmouth was not common. I have seen as many as 50, 60, 70, over 100 in a single day. That is a common snake here in southeast Texas and in other parts of Texas. The copperhead is the snake that bites the most people. These are things that must be known and not erroneous information. He compares a venomous snake bite to a scorpion or wasp sting. Anyone that's been bit by a pit viper will tell you it was instantaneously painful, immediately, like a knife going through your hand. This is something that must be known. He also mentions that here in this article, that a snake bite is going to cost between $50,000 and $150,000. That might be true for some serious rattlesnake bites, but a copperhead bite where you might leave on the same night might be $1,000, $500, $1,500, way under the $50,000 mark that he says your insurance company and you will be responsible for. Crowfab, which is the only antivenom approved here in the United States, is not mentioned in the article. The article is about snakes and the drought we're currently in. The drought that we're currently in creates what is called estivation for reptiles. Estivation is very similar to hibernation. It's when the snake goes into a dormant state and is no longer moving looking for food, which is what the article says. Snakes are traveling looking for food. They have no water to drink to digest their food or to be able to move. They will not waste their energy. Yes, some people are seeing more snakes than ever. These are the people with sprinkler systems, ponds. Why are you maybe seeing more snakes? The foliage, the grasses, all of your bushes. Your plant life is small or dried up or dead, exposing the snake, making it to where you'll see the snake that you've never seen before but has always been there. Snakes traveling is part of what they do, but what you're most likely to see here in the month of August and September are baby snakes. Yes, this is when the mothers have their babies and when the eggs hatch. In most cases. That being said, pit vipers, the rattlesnake, the cottonmouth, and copperhead, they have live young. They do not lay eggs. The coral snake is our only venomous snake that lays eggs here in Texas. The way that you must look at this, the way that this email that I have right here in my hand talks about looking eye to eye to see if it has an elliptical eye. That's crazy talk. By the time you're close enough to see an eye of a snake and its pupil, you are bit in the face. Learn how to ID snakes. You do not do this through simple little gestures. The cute little rhyme, red touch yellow, kill a fellow, red and black, friend of Jack, or venom lack, or don't jump back. Yes, that's also mentioned in the article. Know the shape of the snake's head. Know how the banding works, that the coral snake has wide black bands, wide red bands. The milk snake only has a wide red band, no other wide bands on its entire body. But both the mimic and the venomous snake have black, yellow, black as their first three bands. So if a snake's poking its head out of a hole, as my wife would say, do you really know what it is if you don't know the shape of the snake? That's right. You must learn the details.